Hey, I'm Nicholas Prom,
I'm Chase.
and you're watching Heavy Metal Breakdown.
There it is.
Chase and I made the executive decision, after giving it a lot of thought, to change the name of the show from Posers Must Die to Heavy Metal Breakdown. Um, and we got a big stack of reasons, one of which being, or large, by and large, like one, the name Posers Must Die, even though we thought was hilarious and people would get the joke, they did not. And, you know, people who do watch this show know that we're not the scene police. Like, we don't spend our time calling out posers, calling people posers, saying this is for posers, that, none of that. Okay? It was just a joke. And that's not the show that you get behind that name. So it didn't serve us well. Um, and and on a practical level, having the word die in the name means we get buried in the Meta or and YouTube algorithm, like, so it's not helping us grow. And continually growing audience, uh, kind of that needs to happen for me to want to keep doing this. It's fun, but what's the point of doing something if you're just screaming into the void? So um, I think this name is far more indicative of what we're actually doing. We're just reviewing albums, man, talking about shows we went to. That's it. Um, and it's really just about having some heavy metal fun. And I don't really want to be bogged down with a name that just screams negativity. Um, like
Sure. Yeah.
uh, that whole conversation about you know posers is just schoolyard nonsense. It really doesn't matter, you know. Um, who cares? Um, so yeah, so that's what's going on with that. Chase, did you have anything to add about that? Did I cover it pretty much?
Well, I think you covered it pretty well.
I try, and I know I'm sure I had like a couple more bullet points I forgot. I've been sick, so whatever. But yeah,
All good, man.
if something doesn't serve you, cut it off. Don't like, oh no, we were called Posers Must Die for almost 2 years. Oh, we can't change it. Yeah, we can. Why? There are no rules. Okay. Um, and and yeah, Heavy Metal Breakdown is really more indicative of just really what the show is about, and I think it's gonna be better in the long run. Um, you'll note we don't have a new logo for the show under this name, so we're just gonna see our drinking buddies Lemmy and Kronos for a minute here. Um, but anyone who lives out there in graphic design land, if you would like to create for us a logo for Heavy Metal Breakdown, boy, please get in touch. We would love for you to do that because because I'm not an artist. I'm not a graphic design guy. I managed to come up with our old logo, but I forgot how I did it. I was gonna basically do it in that way, but yeah. Um, yeah, the deets were lost in the swirling mists of time. So yeah, I don't know how to do that again. So somebody else, please. But anyway, there's our pals Lemmy and Kronos. But Chase, we've got a couple of albums to review. I think that's
Yeah,
been enough dilly dally at the top of the show. Cue up our first review, if you would, please.
sure, no problem. Let's see. First up, we got Exhumed Red Asphalt, released February 20th on Relapse Records. Red Asphalt is Exhumed's 11th full-length studio album if you count the Oops All Covers album Garbage Days Revisited,
Yeah.
and the re-recording of Gore Metal in 2015, which I am, so 11.
Okay.
Uh,
Cool.
and I'm just going to start off by saying it's an exhumed album. You know it, I know it. If you like it, you're going to like it. If you don't like it, you're not going to like it. But if you're unfamiliar, I took the liberty of Okay, just some lyrics to the opening track. Unsafe at any speed. Accelerating the mortality rate as I speed towards your fetid fate. Vehicular slaughter, my preferred comportment. A tally demarcated in my glove compartment.
That is fun. And
I
there
think
are
that
some
covers it. Yeah.
there are some other great lyrical themes that like you can't these lyrics are wasted on a death metal band. You know what I mean? Like because because you can't really make out the what they're uttering. But yeah, Exhumed, Red Asphalt. You know, truthfully, I have not really followed their career. I saw them once a very long time ago, and they were cool. Uh, Look, if you want carcass worship with a thrash metal edge, you're not gonna be mad at Exhumed. Um, I you know, I have gone on record saying that the gore side of death metal is not the not the area of my greatest interest level. Okay, um, I kind of prefer if I'm going to be listening to death metal, like I like the death metal bands that have a different set of ideas, other things to talk about. But Exhumed are excellent, and I think it's interesting that they went with it's a concept album. Well, oh, that's pretty neat. Um, this is all the songs are around like cars, driving, vehicular, death, like um, and so that's interesting. Um, I have nightmares about car crashes like all the time, so like that kind of hits close to home for me. But like this is good stuff, uh, and yeah, really liked songs like "The Iron Graveyard" and "Crawling from the Wreckage."
Yes.
Crawling from the Wreckage, not a Dave Edmunds cover, which would have been hilarious if it was. They've done some Buck Wild covers over the years, including covering like "Material Girl" by Madonna.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, um, so but I think this is a good record. It's like they have such a gnarly sound, but with such a clean
Yeah.
production, which is a really neat trick to pull off. They, this is a good band, and
It's
like
a good balance of the two. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, and it's like it's really sick shit, man. And but it's so clean sounding, which I think is it's again it serves it well. Um, uh, yeah. Do you have any more stuff? You have some more things to say about this, Chase?
Well, my track highlights were Red Asphalt, The Iron Graveyard, and Death on Four Wheels.
Yeah.
I'll just like there. It's like this is like brutal but fun. It's still fun even though it's like people are getting just ripped in half by cars and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
yeah.
that's a fair. I
But yeah,
think I'm.
look,
Oh, go ahead.
good.
I think that's
Geez,
really
okay, I'll
great that
go.
I think that's great that you bring that up, Chase, because uh, Exhumed is like, yeah, it is. Uh, I think that is the great thing about them is because it's pretty tongue in cheek. It's pretty cartoony. It is kind of like
Yeah, yeah,
it's like trauma films or street trash kind of vibe to
exactly.
the gore. And I think in that context, I think that's what makes them a little more interesting than your average band that's just doing the blood and guts thing. Um, uh, and Matt Harvey's no dope. He's managed to keep this band going for over 30 years. They have been active at least at the demo level since the early 90s. They are an old school death metal band. They are a classic death metal band.
Totally, yeah,
Even though the
yeah.
first album, even though Gore Metal didn't come out in 1998, they had so much demo material. Jesus, you know, they had like a 3 disc box set that came out that I remember listening to. That's like 5 hours or something. And
Or-
I might be goofy on that track that length, but yeah, and that was all demo shit, all splits and 7 inches and shit, like compiled rehearsal stuff. So they had a ton of material before they ever did a record. But yeah, Asphalt, man, if you're into Exhumed, this is a gimme. If you like death metal, and you're like, the thing about um, there are certain death metal bands where like, you want to stick to this period or, whatever. Exhumed is just going to give you what you want, whatever. whenever. So this is a fine entry point as well for them. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
but yeah, I liked the concept. I think that was fresh and interesting. Um, and um, they keep delivering uh, uh, the goods from the Bloodmobile, apparently. Um, so yeah, uh, do you have more stuff here, Chase?
I got geez, what's the way to put it? You said Carcass earlier. I went to Terrorizer,
Interesting.
like a terror. Yeah, anything that reminds me of World Downfall
Yeah,
is a good album. And this,
yeah.
yeah. So
Well, and I think you're not wrong there. I mean, I didn't think of Terrorizer, but I mean, really, it's like again, this is it's it's death metal, but it's like the old school grindcore before it was like, the 10-second songs of just like stupid bull
yeah,
crap. Like the old grindcore were of Carcass, Terrorizer, and Napalm Death, that kind of grindcore. And because there is a difference. Um,
oh yeah,
and and yeah, so they're definitely drawing from that, and that's cool, man. Uh, but yeah, certainly not as technical as Carcass got to be, but you don't necessarily need to do that. It's fine. Um,
no,
uh,
probably not. No,
Carcass evolved into kind of a melodic death metal thing, and I don't want Exhumed to be that. You know, no shade.
some
Carcass is
melody,
yeah,
some melody in some of these songs, but no, it's not too heavy. Yeah,
right. Well, and no, I wasn't saying it was bereft of melody, but you know what I mean. Melodic death metal is different than death metal that has melody. Okay, we reviewed death metal with melody on last episode. It's a different animal.
yeah.
Um,
I
and this
suppose you're
is,
right.
yeah, this is no, it's okay. And this is right up there, in that wheelhouse. So yeah, horns up for Exhumed, Red Asphalt. I mean, like, it's cool stuff. Um, Matt, we'd love a third Decapitator record, because like I know Matt Harvey loves thrash, and like, I think there's plenty of Exhumed fans who'd be like, dude, could you maybe more of that, please? I don't know, but anyway, yeah, this is a very cool record. Check it out. Like it,
Rush out to get it, but look both ways
there
before
you
crossing the road.
go. Yeah. Um, yes. But yeah, dude. I mean, sorry, I had a thought there and it just like died on the vine. So, but yes, good stuff. Go get you go get your stuff. It's nice to have like certain bands where it's like, you know what, I can always depend on this band to do exactly the thing. Like Exhumed to Cannibal
Both
Corpse.
reliable, exhumed. Yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna give you
yeah,
exactly what you
exactly.
want. And so, right on. If this is what you want, you got it. Exhumed. Red Asphalt. Okay. So, Chase, next segment. The segment that bears your name.
Oh,
Chase's classic album.
goody,
What do we have?
goody, goody. Up next on Chase's classic album, we have Sacred Blade of the Sun and Moon, released sometime in 1986 on Black Dragon Records. This is their only full-length studio recording as Sacred Blade. They have another one, another album that they released in 2005 as Otherworld with a Y instead of an E, uh, which is basically a re-recording of this album. I think there might be
Yeah.
some new material in there. I'm not really sure. Called Beyond Into the Night, Into the Day.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, this oh, I should note, yes, one album only, but three demos before the album and three album demos after the album. So there is uh, a significant amount of other material that you can check out. I was able to find four of the six demos on YouTube and got to listen to those. Really great stuff. This is an incredible
Phenomenal.
album. This is amazing,
Yeah.
dude. Like, it's like, this is like, if somebody says, oh, what is progressive power metal? Exhibit A. Like, holy
Boom.
shit. I mean, like, clearly drawing from like Rush and Yes and stuff like that. Um, but also, you know, the great, but also it's totally heavy metal. Um, it
Yeah.
is brilliant shit. It's complicated, it's challenging, it is full of these intricate melodies, um, sick riffs, such a clean guitar tone. I mean, like, it's amazing. A concept record about like celestial bodies, the sun and the moon and stuff. And it runs through like talking about like ancient peoples who worship the sun, like fucking Salem witch trials, even like just
Yep.
wild shit. And like, dude, I cannot name a clunker of a song on this. It's brilliant. I listened and listened to this. I'm like, what are my album highlights? The entire album. It is
Thank you. Yes. Yes.
so fantastic. It's fantastic. I mean, I I want so bad for there to be a reissue like collection of those demos so I can just sit and like absorb those too. I want to track down and find the re-recording and listen to that. This is amazing stuff. I mean, like this has comparisons to Fate's Warning and Crimson Glory and maybe even a little Vicious Rumors apt, okay. Um, read some other reviews, people like, talking about Savatage too. I think that's in there, so like, we're just gonna rattle off the progressive power metal bands, okay, from the 80s. But like, I've talked about Lethal, I think too, who I really like as well. Another one album wonder, really. They had two, but the other one was like way later and like way different, So, um, but yeah, dude, this is amazing. And I recommend everybody go check this out. If you like power metal at all, if you like prog at all, you're gonna love this. And you can see Sacred Blade in their first U.S. appearance since 1983 this summer at the Soldiers of Steel Festival in Seattle at the Substation. Go to soldiersofsteel.com right now and get your tickets to this festival. Sanctuary are going to be on this bill as well. The Accused, Tower Hill, a ton of other great bands, and more to be announced. It is going to be an amazing festival. I had a blast last summer. It's going to be even better this year. I'm kind of quietly in the know about some bands that haven't been announced yet, and like holy shit, people are going to lose their minds when they hear about these ones. I'm sworn to secrecy, but holy crap, three more 80s metal bands that you're just gonna shit your pants over are potentially going to be on the festival. But this is great. Chase, please take the ball and run with it. More stuff about this, please. This is so good.
Man. It's a whole like okay, the last album we listened to was a whole lot of fun. This is a whole lot of fun, but in a whole other way. Like it's a whole mood. You could lose a whole like a whole let's say a whole weekend, but that's me because I really get into stuff like that. You lose a whole night to this album, and oh my god, I wrote my top note here is hey, you got your Rush and my Witch Find because I went straight back to like Prague with like this like fun overarching like it's not like well I mean actually there was a bit of that with Salem I guess but it did have a bit of a sci-fi theme to it but it still had this like mystical magical wonderful tone to it from beginning to end it was just a fucking experience and I loved it I wasn't familiar at all with these guys so,
Sure, they're pretty
oh
obscure.
fuck dude yeah
Yeah,
and yeah God damn. And this guy's, I mean, the vocalist passed away, I
yeah,
assume,
he
the
did.
initial vocalist, yeah.
Yeah,
He had a crazy, versatile voice. He did all sorts of
yeah,
fun stuff on this
yeah,
album.
yeah.
A
Uh,
fun, he had like an Udo kind of level that he went to a couple times.
yeah,
Udo
it's so
Dirkschneider, sort of.
weird because like yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of times the vocals are maybe like Midnight or like John Arch or Ray Alder. They're in kind of that territory. But yeah, then there was in Salem, he kind of goes into like there's it's more gravelly and and yeah, like Udo or there was this other obscure German band that I was thinking of uh a while back. I just couldn't conjure up their name, so I was like, damn it. Um, um, what were the obscure metalheads? Who did that song "Let It Burn"? They had one out. They're another one album band, Anyway, that band, I just can't think of it. Um, I should have like had this in notes or something. I don't know. But anyway, this is incredible, dude. I mean, I could. These guys would have been amazing on this to share a bill with Agent Steel. Not that I think that they're like
Ooh.
that similar musically, but like the vocal thing, and then there is some proggy thing, and then there's weird all the outer space shit. You know what I mean? That's
I
that's
got
that's
you, man.
that's where I'm going with that. I'm not saying that they sound like each other, but I'm like, wow, they'd be amazing to see together. Um, but yeah, dude, Sacred Blade of the Sun and Moon. This is incredible. I gotta throw out some song titles, and I think you need to too. But like Legacy, um, In the Light of the Moon, Master of the Sun, amazing. The Reign of Night Reigns, uh, Fields of the Sun, Fields of the Sun Shrine. You know, these are
Sunshine, correct?
yeah,
Yes.
these are some amazing songs on an incredible record. This is I'm gonna keep coming back to this. This is so great. Uh,
Undoubtedly, yeah.
and I'm really, really looking forward to seeing them this summer. Horns way up for Sacred Blade.
And I got to say, Moon, the closing track, is the crown jewel. It's the perfect outro. It's like the first time you heard Planet Caravan, sort of like that kind of like
Wow.
yes, let me drift off with this. Yes,
Yeah, dude.
shit,
I love that.
good shit.
I think that's great. Yeah. So yeah, this is really a fantastic record. Um, Man, so incredible. So rush out and listen to this, folks. You're gonna love it. Um, but yeah, if we're good there, why don't we get into a concert calendar? I added a bunch of shows to the concert calendar. So much stuff happening.
Let's go.
But yeah, let's hit it. Let's see. Coming right up on March 6th, it's a bunch of hardcore at the High Limit Room. Anubai, I believe this is their EP release show. Um, and God, sorry, there's couple bands I can't read their names, but also To the Teeth and Excalibur. Uh, cool. Get some hardcore. I wish I could go to this. I have to work that night. Um, uh, the very next evening, at the Blackwater, Saturday, March 7th, Torture Rack are headlining show with America's greatest hardcore band, Alienator, in support, as well as Intrepid Onslaught. This will be their second show. They just debuted a few nights ago. Um, and that's a new death metal project from John Chains and Braden Boardman, our pals. Um, and yeah, uh, I'm looking forward to my next opportunity to see that band because I won't be able to make this, but that'll be cool. Um, Show I will be at, I'll be tired, but I don't give a heck. Um, Sunday night at the at the Hawthorne Hideaway. It's a double dose of speed metal with Solicitor and Trencher. That's gonna rule, dude. Gotta be there. Uh, I'm all for it. I'm all about it. Um, then coming up quick, uh, Saturday, March 14th at the Roseland Theater. It's the Thrash of the
2 weeks
Titans.
away, man.
Oh my God, I know. Thrash of the Titans with Testament, Overkill, and Destruction. This is gonna be awesome, dude. I am oh so happy. This is gonna be like as far as like shows I'm gonna see in Portland. This is gonna be the show of the year. Um, I got a couple other big ones, but they're out of town. Um, but yeah, great shit. We're gonna be having a blast. More hardcore at the High Limit Room. Um, in Grata, Gas Pack, Bleach, War Hero, and Burner Phone will be playing March 15th. Um, it's only $10 for a bunch of hardcore. Go get that, dude. It's gonna be great. Love the High Limit Room. It's an awesome room. It's great.
Yeah.
And always all ages. And I think that's so important. That's how you keep a scene alive and vital, having that. Saturday, March 21st, you can see Ursarath, Technical Thrash Metalers, alongside Nerve Damage, who are like a crossover hardcore punk, Chronic Illness, who are death metal, and Thrashcore, who are kind of thrash. But yeah, that's going to be a gig you can see for $10 at the High Water Mark. Um, and that'll be cool. Let's see. Um, March 28th at also at the High Water Mark. It's a death metal show. Lividus, Ripping Remains, and Face Nailer. First show from Face Nailer. Um, yeah, man, I love. Let's get back to 3-band bills, please. Oh my God, like,
Yeah.
like some of us want to, have other shit, and like less is more. Oh my God, it's such a better time to have just 3 bands. But yeah, this will be cool. Do that death metal, yay! Um, that very same evening at the Coffin Club, Hog are playing with support from Crooked Looks and Wizard Cage, who, wow, haven't seen them on a bill in a minute. Glad to see they're still around. Um, what's that? Oh, you
Oh,
were
sorry, I coughed.
you were actually clearing your throat. You weren't like talking shit. Okay. But yeah, that's gonna be at the Coffin Club. Man, Hog are great. Go see Hog. Man. Um,
Yeah,
but
man.
the
Fat.
very next night, we will be at the Star Theater seeing British thrash legends Onslaught with support from U.S. power metal kings Warlord, also legends as well. Let's see, direct support from Haunter on all days. This is March 29th. Um, and I just got word that Torture Rack have been added as additional support on the show.
Oh,
Yeah, and then
cool.
yeah, and then so that's the 29th, and then a couple nights later, the 31st, we'll be seeing Raven at
Oh,
Dante's,
yeah.
and man, love some new wave of British heavy metal, love some speed metal. So excited! This is be Chase's first time seeing Raven, and hopefully not your last. Man, Raven, so great. Um, April 7th on my birthday, Torina, who are a hardcore band, they are going to be playing the High Limit Room, and I'm sure there'll be some local support on that. But yeah, get out and see some hardcore. That'll be cool. Doom Metal Show, April 11th at the Star Theater. Dope Throne and Year of the Cobra, with support from local Doom Metalers RIP, who are great. I highly recommend you go to this. Um, my pal Fuzz is the front
Second
man
that.
of RIP, and they're dope. Let's see. The Casualties are going to be in town at the Hawthorne Theater on April 14th. They are awesome, and go to that if you're not going to see Guar, who are playing the very same night at the Roseland. Guar will have Soulfly and King Parrot in support. That's going to be a really fun time of arterial blood spray. And costumery and metal. Good times. The very next evening, we'll be seeing Drain, reigning kings of hardcore and thrash. Uh, this the new crossover, guys. Don't sleep on it. Go see it. Drain. They're great. Um, you'll be seeing on April 18th, also at the Roseland Theater. Man, a heavy week at the Roseland. The Godless Four Tour, Behemoth, Deicide, Rotting Christ, and Immolation. How jazzed are you for this, Chase?
Fucking jazz, dude. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, no, I'm excited because I found out a couple of people I know are gonna go, and and it's gonna be like a whole thing. It's meeting these people and going and seeing all of these guys for the first fucking time. So yeah, it's gonna be a night, dude.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm really glad. I'm excited for you. Um, yeah, man,
Yeah, man.
I haven't seen Immolation in like in close to 25 years. But yeah, but April 25th, we'll be at the
Hey,
Blackwater seeing 80s thrash legends Insecticide, with support from current crossover thrash kings Pilau, um, our pals in Blade, the sons of Exciter and Manowar, uh,
ah.
and local hardcore band Betrayer, who are very good. I've seen Betrayer several times already. Um, But yeah, that's gonna be dope. That show's gonna be fire. Don't miss that. April 28th, up at the Paramount Theater in Seattle, Washington. I'm going up to see Halloween. The Kings of Power Metal. There can yeah. There's except no substitutes, man. These are the guys, man. Um, uh,
On that note, my daughter came and visited me for my birthday this weekend, and I got to talk to her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is a metalhead, and he's not really big into power metal. It's not generally his thing. But I said that you were going to go see Halloween, and he got jealous. He was like, "It's like the one power metal band I like, like the
wow.
one." Yes, and yeah, so that speaks to that. Well, certainly there, except
Yeah.
no substitution.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you see this young man again, tell him from there, there's Gamma Ray and Primal Fear.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I
you
told him
know,
about gamma ray. I'm like, dude, yeah, you gotta. It's a natural progression from there to there.
yeah. But but then Primal Fear, Ralph Sheepers, who was the singer in Gamma Ray. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But yeah. But there we go. Cool. Yeah, that's gonna be dope. Beast and Black are gonna be in support on that as well. Uh, May 2nd, ResFest 2026. This is gonna be down at the Warm Springs reservation in Warm Springs,
Another
Oregon.
one.
Yeah, this is Chuck Hudson's 50th birthday party as well. Chuck is the main man behind Damage Overdose, and he puts this show together every year. Other bands on the bill include Chronic Illness, Within the Pyre, Warden, who are black metal, and Dead Nexus. So this is an all extreme metal show. Um, there'll be a Native American drum circle performance from Eagle Thunder as well. Um, so that I got to go last year, and it was an amazing experience. It's a beautiful cultural exchange, if you will. But it was really wonderful. But yeah, get down there and go to this. No drugs or alcohol. The res is it's like you're in a dry county, but so respect the space. You don't need to pregame. All you need is heavy metal, man. Um, uh, and But yeah, dude, that's gonna be rad. Get down there if you can make it to that. That's gonna be cool. It's definitely a special event. Um, uh, the Decibel Tour are going to be hitting
Ooh.
the Hawthorne Theater on June 16th. Yes. Cryptopsy, Necrot, Fulci, and Blood Monolith. That's a whole big old bill of death metal. And
May 16th.
what did I say? June 16th? It is
You
May
said
16th.
June. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole big
Right.
difference. May 16th. Thank you. And you're going to this, right, Chase? Right
Correct.
on. That'll be fun. Enjoy. Um, uh, More hardcore. Ingrown are going to be playing the High Limit Room on June 21st. Um, yeah, go to that. I'm sure there'll be some local support. Uh, Death Clock playing the Roseland Theater May. You know what? I just said June on that last one. It was also another May. What the hell's wrong with me? Um, May 26th
You're
in
not feeling well.
Portland.
It's okay.
May 26th in Portland at the Roseland, Death Clock will be playing. So remember, Gene, the Atomic Clock Hoagland plays drums for that combo. So that's worth the price of admission alone. So yeah, uh,
I'd agree there.
yeah. Hey, more death metal. Holy crap! The Long Roads Big Loads tour, headlined by Archspire and three other death metal bands, are also on the bill. I
Oh,
can't
I got
wait.
it this time. I got it this
Oh,
time.
oh, what are they? Ooh,
Ooh, ooh, it's a cat here. Okay, no. So we got Undeath, Crown Magnetar, and Mutilation Barbecue.
cool. Now we know the other three bands on this show. But that should be fun. And Chase, you're going to be at this as well.
Correct.
And this is May 18th?
June. I believe this one's actually in June.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
June
is
5th.
June 5th. Okay, wow, I'm so messed up. I'm so glad you are on the ball. Okay, and then
Oh,
here's
good
one.
man.
Here's one that we're hitting for
Woohoo!
fucking sure. Death Angel will be playing the Hawthorne Theater on June 16th. They're going to be playing Act 3, their third album, in its entirety. Violence And Insight will be there in support. Holy crap. What a night of thrash metal for us to enjoy.
Yeah, dude.
That's going to be great.
Oh, man.
Going to be looking forward to that. And you've never seen Death Angel. This will be my first time seeing them in quite a long time.
Correct.
But this will be cool. Okay. So let's see. And then, what do we have? Oh, yes, the Soldiers of Steel Festival, August 13th through the 16th. Sanctuary, Sacred Blade, Saint, The Accused, Widow, Bloodstar, Skeletor, Heavy Metal Shrapnel, and a bunch of other bands. Still a bunch more bands to be announced. You don't want to miss this. This is going to be the event of the season, and I mean that with no hyperbole. It's going to be so rad. Heavy metal lives. And then a show, I don't really give a rat's ass about this, but other people do. Acid Bath and Yob will be playing Pioneer Courthouse Square on Sunday, August 16th. Hey, man, get your doom on. Hey, hey. So, yeah, if you are into that, go to that. Yeah, that's all I got. That's the show for this evening. Chase, if you wouldn't mind hitting us with the sign-off. Man.
Sure, man. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and remember, the night is young. The show is right. Bang until you die.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
I'm assuming that means headbang.
Yes. But the other way is fine, too. Good night, everyone.
Oh, yeah.